Hello, I am back with this, and I finally have body parts. I have my inner rocker, I have one floor pan, and I have another floor pan and a side. Now, right here, I don't know how much of that is actually metal, so I'm going to chip away at it the best I can, and ooh, I can just see it peeling there. I might be fucked. But we're gonna see. Is that metal? You know what? Fuck it. We're not gonna worry about that. We're not gonna worry about that at all. We're gonna worry about the stuff on the inside where the inner rocker would go, because that'll get done later when I actually care. Right now, all I'm trying to do is get this thing structural enough that I can throw it on that chassis. As soon as it's on that chassis, a few lines, a few more things, a lot more things, a lot more things, and boom, I'll have a partially driving truck. So that's what I'm shooting for right now. So I'm gonna go tackle that now. We're gonna see how that goes. Alright, that's a lot of that shit, which I don't want to deal with. After I realized how much it sucks to try to cut out the floor pan with just shitty die grinder discs and other shit, I have a better solution. I found a much better solution. Plasma. I'm just gonna torch inside of the line, and then very gradually I'll make my way out until I have that close enough. I mean, I might cut off this back section because this is good metal. I think I'm gonna go from where I have really bad metal, cut out that, and just keep on going slightly bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, until I hit there. So we're gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna try to set you somewhere where I don't fuck my camera, because that would suck. And I also gotta find welding gloves, which I have no idea where I threw last time I used it. Where can I stick you? All right. Ooh, spicy. Well, I have cut a decent portion out of the floor, enough that I can see the pallet that I had the truck on. So, I'm gonna see how my pan fits in after it cools down just a little more. Oh, I can also see how bad my mount is, but that shouldn't really matter considering I'm going to need to move it to adjust to hit that one. But Ooh, that's pretty bad. I might have to buy one. Ooh. Or I can cut that off, right? Completely off. And I can just center the cab over this. I can oh, look at the smoke. I can center the cab around there. I can buy those 2 new ones and I don't even have to modify them. I can just stick them on there. Yeah, I knew my brain was used for something. And I just found out what it was. I have an idea, gentlemen. Ooh. So, I'm gonna work on getting that floor pan in better. And we're gonna see. Well, guess who's back? And guess who has a floor pan kind of mocked in? Now, this is my very first time doing a floor pan, so don't fucking judge me. All right, the front, where there was a solid line for me to put my Sawzall, I got it perfect. But where the curvy things happen, you know, we ain't gonna talk about it. Cause this is my floor. And my floor, I'm never gonna see again after I sound mat and do some kind of carpet. Now underneath, it may look like shit, but that's what I have my friend, Mr. Flap Wheel for. So I'll just flap wheel anything that sticks out that it doesn't look like that, and then I'll just smooth it over. And if, say, Russ, what if it's something that you can't just cut and it won't go in? Then I have Mr. Welder to fill in said gap. Now, am I doing the floor pan before the inner rocker? Yes. Do I know what I'm doing? Fuck no. Is it gonna turn out okay-ish? Maybe. Why do I got a Hitler stash in fucking black above my lip? Ooh, that's pretty bad looking. Anyway, so I'm gonna tack this in. I actually, Marketplace a few years ago, I got body set. So I'm going to tack it in very, very lightly. I'm just gonna keep on going. And then once I reach here, I think I'll cut relief cuts and I'll fold those out, because the parts that actually, oh my God, parts that kind of matter, well, that's one of them. That's a seat bolt that I had to cut out now because I just noticed it there. But these two and this are the only things that really matter in the floor, and that's for my seat bolts. So everything else is just fair game, and then it's just going to be, oh fuck, what's that called? Brains, words, seam sealer and sound mat. So as long as it's not visible, it's getting done solid, but not gonna stare at it for 5 minutes and jack off solid. So I'm gonna set you up in the corner over there, and we're gonna see how well I can tack. Well, floor plan's mostly in. I let down on the jack, so it's structural except for that back. And now that I sort of know what I'm doing now, sort of, meaning not at all, I have decided that I will order that front piece for the mount, and then I will order the other front piece, and I'll cut these out. I'll put the other floor pan in, and then I'm gonna work on reinforcing these little things, and then I'm sticking it on that chassis. And all the other body work I will do when it's securely mounted to that, because the cab will come back off eventually. When I can put decent paint, like I'm going to do the fucking, whatever paint job pops in my head is gonna be the first paint job on. Who knows, it might be flames. It's probably gonna be flames, or like an American flag or something. Like this bodywork is just something it's gonna take me so long to learn. I'm stupid and it's gonna take me forever. So for that instant serotonin boost, I'm gonna take the cab, get it to the point where it can be mounted. I mean, I'm gonna do it right by any means, but it's just gonna get like primered or something just to keep it from rusting again. And then it's gonna throw it on there. I have declared that floor pan as good enough for the moment. But these wooden, well, sawhorses, they were in the way of a few of the things I'd like to do. I would like to weld the underneath as well and trim it up a little better and then cut loose that park brake cable. So I decided to jack it up. And upon jacking it up and trying to level it out with my jack stands, I discovered that this has no structure left. The only structure, thankfully, is where it mounts to the frame. So while it's up in the air, I'm probably going to take a bunch of stock steel and I'm gonna reinforce the shit out of whatever's left. I'm gonna cut back to good metal and I'm just gonna weld in bars and everything else. But right now, for the moment, the cab's squatted. I got front mounts. Actually, that would be a good thing to do now, because I'm at where the or maybe upon, well, yeah, I don't really have a super solid surface for my mount to go, so I think I'll pass on that for now. So if you don't live in my head, what I was thinking right now is, since I already have it on the back mounts, I would jack up the front again and I'd go off of the front mount and see if it's level or if there's like an inch or two offset, you know, or step between the two. But I think I don't care enough to do that, and it's just gonna be guesswork anyway. So since that side is in solid enough I can stand on it, I'm going to get this side knocked out and hopefully nothing shifts, and then I'm going to weld everything besides that piece where the giant hole is, of course, in solid, and where the inner rocket is, and then I believe it's good enough that I can stick it on the frame. Before I put it on the frame, I haven't decided yet. I have the money for it, but do I really want to paint the engine when in a short year or two it's just going to come out for a Power Stroke? I decide if that's worth it. Also, I gotta have to remember to get the cable, because I cut the cable because I was too lazy to take it off the old cab. So I had to buy a new cable. Well, actually, I cut the inside. Yeah, I cut the inside too. I would have just had to buy a new adjuster, but I forgot how lazy I am and I cut that one too. So I have to get that done. For the mounts, I managed to find more mounts because this last one just came out with all the mounts. I couldn't separate two of them. So I got these, pretty soft, which are gonna go there. But my insides, I don't have any skinny ones, like skinny in diameter. So I'm gonna have to trim them with the hole saw to fit in that channel. And then of course find where the hole's gonna go. But hole is right there. And I'm on the jack point for those. Well, me being me, I very brightly decided to fuck up my plasma cutter tip. So now it's just a giant hole instead of anything that contacts. So it looks like the rest of it I'm doing in Sawzall until either it cools down enough I can change the tip, or until I find the tip that I'm supposed to change it with. Which either or. But I got this big of a hole cut out. It's probably just gonna need fine adjustments to the Sawzall anyway to cut it all to where I want it. So I'm gonna go find my Sawzall blade and I'll start the trim. Sawzalls kick up a lot of metal. And if your noses are a little bit wide, it'll shoot one up all the way into the bridge of your nose. Ask me how I know. Yeah, I got a nosebleed that won't stop. So I'm gonna see if I can get the floor pan in, and then if it doesn't stop by then, I might have to do something else. But, oh, floor pan time, yay. With that, I am calling it good enough for now. I have both pans in. They're in solid. Oh, the front I need to get a little better on this side, but they're in solid enough that I could set it on that frame. Now, I am waiting for my connection at a fabrication shop for tubing, so I don't have to buy like $70 worth of washers to do the lift. So I'm gonna do tubing into the mounts to get the height right. And oh shit. Over the week, I'm gonna probably do it off camera so I can get this out. I'm gonna weld it from the underneath too, so it's secure in there, and then I'm gonna do seam sealer and, you know, do that full wraparound. And then, oh shit, I have my beater car in that bay. After I get that out, I'm gonna lift it up with both forks. I'll put a shit ton of foam on the forks so I don't fuck anything. And then I'll just, but prior to that, I've been cleaning this engine. I know it doesn't look like it's been cleaned, but I've been cleaning it, and I'm gonna paint it International Harvester Red with a little bit of metal flake. I'm probably going to buy a gun off Amazon for it to shoot it, but we'll see. I'm probably gonna take my truck to work tomorrow. I'm probably gonna rip the shit out of it, so I'll probably have a video right about now.